What's up guys, it's Charlotte here and welcome back to my channel. I am so excited for today's video because I'll be bringing you guys a healthy, high protein, low calorie desserts video. I'm so freaking excited. I'm going to be showing you guys 3 desserts. They can also be snacks too that are healthy, they are high in protein and they are low in calories, so you can eat as much as you want. I've spent the last few weeks of quarantine perfecting these recipes, so I'm so excited to share them with you guys because I know you guys will love them. And I've had so many guys also in my DMs asking about one of the recipes in this video because I've popped it on my IG a few times. If you don't follow me on Instagram, it's just charlotterebecca__. I always post my recipes on there too. These are all really great sweet treats that can be eaten for desserts or snacks or whenever you want. I've been eating these all the time, and what I love is that they are high in protein because I do struggle sometimes to get protein in my diet. And I know a lot of guys do too. And also low in calories, and I know calories are not everything, but when I find a dessert that is low in calories, that means I can eat more. I love volume foods, so foods you can eat a lot of for low calories, and I found that for you guys. And trust me, these will taste incredible too. There are no recipes in here that are like low calories, but that means they don't taste good. They all taste so good. So I can't wait to share them with you guys, and let's get started with the first recipe, which is my carrot cake slice. Now, I originally saw this carrot cake slice on MJ's Instagram, but I have tweaked it to what I think tastes a bit better, and I love it, guys. I've made it probably, my cat's meowing. I've made it probably 4 or 5 times. So this will be like my 6th time making it, and my whole family loves it. Such a great snack idea, incredible. I'll pop all the macros on the screen for you guys at the end of the recipes if you want to see how many calories and the protein and the carbs. So for this carrot cake slice recipe, I make about 20 pieces and it comes in at about 35 calories a piece, which is literally incredible. I eat it definitely more than twice a day, so that's that. So we're gonna get started with the first recipe, which is a carrot cake slice. So for this carrot cake slice recipe, you'll need 2 bowls, 1 wet ingredients and 1 dry ingredients. So for the wet ingredients, you will need 1 egg, 70 grams of liquid egg whites, or of course you could just use the egg white, 50 mils of sugar-free maple syrup. Of course, you could also use normal maple syrup if you'd like. Grams of a high protein yogurt. This is just YoPro, and of course you could use coconut yogurt or another alternative if you are vegan. And of course you could swap out the eggs for I think it's called flax eggs. I think flax eggs would work. And for the dry ingredients, you'll need 40 grams of a protein powder. This is the one I've been using. This is the My Protein Impact Whey in salted caramel, but I also just bought this one from Woolworths. This is the Keep It Cleaner protein powder in vanilla. I'll be using this one today just to test it out, but I definitely keep the protein used more of a vanilla base, like a salted caramel or a cookies and cream. I know I have a cookies and cream protein, or something along those lines. You could make it chocolatey, but I prefer not to. 60 grams of coconut flour, heaps and heaps of good old cinnamon. I'm obsessed with cinnamon, so I put a lot in there. And then the main ingredient, you'll need 150 grams of shredded carrot. So I'm gonna grate that carrot and then chop it up into little bits. And that is for the base, and then after we make the base and pop it in the oven, we're gonna make the icing on top. And oh, I forgot to mention also, you preheat your oven to 160 degrees Celsius. You can convert that to Fahrenheit on Google, but I'm gonna do that right now. Also mentioned you can add a sugar alternative, so I'm using this stevia, and you're gonna need a little bit of that. So I've got my carrots here, and I'm gonna be grating those up. Excuse the broken nails, I haven't been able to get them done, you know. Grated my carrot, about 150 grams right there. Move on to the wet ingredients. So to begin with, 1 egg into the bowl. That's my oven telling me it's preheated. 70 mils of these egg whites. I did 80, but that's okay. It's literally not gonna make a difference. Gonna add 50 mils of this sugar-free maple syrup. Whisk that all together. Move on to the dry ingredients. Now for the dry ingredients, got to get my scales back out here. 40 grams of protein powder. This is the one I'll be using today. She's brand new. Oh, she smells good. So 40 grams of that. 60 grams of coconut flour. heaps of cinnamon. I love cinnamon, so I'm going to add a lot. Just going to add a little bit of this, not too much, just to see how it tastes first, and then give that a mix. 50 grams of YoPro. I'm going to put that straight in here just because it goes kind of weird and curdly when I put it in the wet ingredients, and that's not what we want. Add the wet ingredients into the dry ingredients. Like that. And begin to mix. Now for the fun part, we're going to add the carrot back in. I actually haven't weighed the carrot yet, so. I've added the carrot in, and now time to mix that in. And just make sure you combine that all. I'm also just going to quickly add a sprinkle of baking powder just to help it rise a little bit. I should have added that into the ingredients. My mum just came back from the supermarket with it, so there we go. I'm actually going to add a splash of almond milk just to make it a little more moist because it's a little bit dry at the moment, and we don't want a dry mixture. Line a baking tray with baking paper like this. Really just going to plop in the mixture like that. Now that we have this ready, I'm going to put this into the oven at 160 for 30 minutes. So that just goes straight in the oven. I make sure that was nice and level. And we're going to leave that in there for 30 minutes. Depending on your oven, maybe check it after 25. And then we're going to make the icing. 150 grams of the high protein yogurt. And then 30 grams of the smooth ricotta. 10 grams of honey. If I can get any of this out. Oh, there we go, yep. A little bit of cinnamon. And that is literally the icing. Delicious. The ricotta just thickens it up and gives it a little bit more like a cheesecakey flavour. You could also use light cream cheese if you wanted, but obviously that will bring up the calories. But other than that, that's the icing. I'm just going to pop this in the fridge. Timer has just gone off, and now it is time to get them out of the oven. It's been 30 minutes exactly, and that usually does the job for me. Ooh, that looks delicious. I'm gonna let that cool for about 10-20 minutes, and we'll add the icing and finish that off. It is time to ice the lovely carrot cake slice. Icing, and I'm gonna literally just go for it. She is iced. Look at her in all her glory. Now I'm going to divide her into 20 pieces, I'm pretty sure. Yes, 20 pieces. Here's the finished carrot cake slice. This is literally my favorite thing in the entire world. I'm gonna have a piece right now. Oh my god, yum. I'll show you guys of the piece of slice. Literally my favorite snack ever. I have this as like morning tea and afternoon tea. Oh, so good. This is literally insane, and if there's one thing you have to make from this whole video, it is this slice. I know you guys will love it. Yum. For this next recipe, I'm going to be making mini lemon cheesecakes. So excited. These are so freaking delicious. They taste exactly like a cheesecake, and I would know because cheesecake is like definitely my favorite dessert. Like I love cheesecake so much, like almost too much. Like it's so freaking good. So when I found this recipe, I was like, hello, let's make it. So I did. So for this recipe, you'll need a blender. I've got my little blender cup here. 150 grams of the vanilla YoPro once again. 30 grams of the light ricotta. and you'll need a packet of Aeroplane Light Lemon Jelly. Weird, I know, but it works. So first thing you want to do is boil a kettle and boil half a cup of water and half a sachet of this jelly. So I have half a sachet left because I've been making this non-stop. I'm going to boil the kettle and dissolve this in there. The blender cup, I'm just going to add 150 grams of yogurt and then 30 grams of ricotta. We have half a cup of boiling water and I'm going to add half the sachet in there and give that a good mix. Just dissolve that jelly all in there. So the jelly makes the cheesecake obviously taste like lemon, because who doesn't like lemon cheesecake? You could literally use any like flavored jelly you wanted, and the ricotta and the yogurt gives it that like creamy taste, but the jelly also firms it up and makes it like firm. So just add that into the blender. I know you're probably thinking, what on earth, Charlotte? Shut the lid, and then we're gonna blend that. Now, blending in the blender is what's gonna give it like the really frothy and creamy consistency, and the jelly is gonna firm it up and make it like taste like cheesecake, and the yogurt and the ricotta is gonna make it creamy. The jelly is also gonna make it taste like lemon. So this serves two, by the way. I'm gonna put them in these little cups like this. I go pop these in the fridge for a few hours, and then you literally have your cheesecake that easy. I'm not even kidding. I'll show you when they're done. It's incredible. I also forgot to mention those cheesecakes come out at 65 calories a piece, or 130 for the whole batch. You can make like a big cheesecake, and yeah, delish. This is the final cheesecakes. They're like solid to the touch. I'll show you. It comes out like a cheesecake, like that really nice cheesecakey consistency. For this last recipe, we're going to be making some strawberry blondies, or something along the lines of. I've actually never made this before. I just found this before on Instagram and I was like, I need to try it. Like, need to try it. So if it turns out good, here's the recipe. If it doesn't, I'll never make it again. They're really weird ratios, but we're just gonna do it anyways. Once again, the famous YoPro, 35 grams of that, 66 grams of egg whites, 33 grams of protein, and then 100 grams of strawberries. Let's do this. I'm nearly out of this, which is quite annoying actually. Oh my god, 66 grams perfectly. 2 grams of baking powder. Oh shit, that was 3. That was 5! Oh god. Let's just try and get some of that out. That was a mistake. Anyways, let's just give it a mix. Whoopsies, didn't mean to add that much. Just gonna add in the strawberries, fresh strawberries. I'm scared I added too much baking powder. And that's literally supposedly it. I might add a little bit of stevia. The tiniest bit of stevia. Just to see if that makes it taste any better. Line with some baking paper. That should be okay like that. I'm gonna pour the mixture in. I'm just gonna smooth that around. I have no idea how this is gonna turn out. Let's hope it's okay. Now for some added extra flair, I'm gonna drizzle probably about a serve, which is 20 grams of this sugar-free jam over the top, which tastes really, really good in my opinion. Like, I am obsessed with the way this tastes. So I'm gonna swirl, I'm just gonna like drop that over like this. And then I'm just gonna swirl it in. Just because I don't really know how it's gonna taste. Just like that. Just swirl it. I'd put this in the oven for 10 to 15 minutes on 160. Timer has gone off for 15 minutes for the Blondies. I actually keep them in for a little bit longer. Might keep them in for another 5 minutes. Take the Blondies out the oven. I'm calling them Blondies, but honestly, I have no idea what these things are. Oh, hello. She is looking nice and bubbly. What the heck? Yum. Is it just me, or does that look really freaking good? Like what? And it's like risen. I'm gonna let it cool down a bit, then I'm gonna cut it up. So here we are, let's see. Oh, interesting. Guys, it is time for a Blondie taste test. Let's go. Cheers. Mmm. Interesting. It's unusual, but it's good. Like, it kind of tastes like light and airy egg whites, but I like it. And it's only 19 calories per slice, so pretty good if you ask me. That is it for today's video, guys. I really hope you enjoyed. If you do make any of these, please be sure to let me know down below or tag me in your photos on your Instagram story or on Instagram. I love reposting you guys' like recreations of my foods and recipes on my story. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope you're all staying home and staying safe. And I love you all so much, and I'll see all your beautiful faces in my next video. Love you guys. Peace. Bye.